Shalom, this is Yehudit in Tzfat. I want to share with you the movements I'm doing today for the 20th of Adar Aleph. And the number in the Sarah Magic Square that's in the 76 square is 26. So it's a Chaf and a Vav, and I'm going to do the collecting Vav today for that one. And a preview for the 72 names, holy names. It's Pei, Hey, Lamed, and it's the 20th square, and it's 4 squares over from the side, so it's the energy of Tiferet within the overall Hesed. I'm wearing my purple underneath and green dress, and green underneath for that, because it's also the square of Tiferet in the house of Hod for the magic, the Sarah meditation square. So there's a lot of Tiferet, balance and harmony and beauty and alignment with Hashem and sense of being contained by Hashem today. A lot of positive, good supportive energy for real balance in the world today, God willing. So let's start with the Haf again. I'm going to do the Haf. It doesn't have the lifted foot because it's easier for most people. And so it's opening out with the hands facing down, and when your weight goes back, your palms face each other in front of you, and your head bends into the curve. We have some, we're building a big apartment building down the street, so there's noise of the machine that's making huge holes in the earth to give supporting pillars, so that we're on a kind of an edge of a cliff here, a small cliff in Tzfat. They're just supporting that part before they build the buildings. They did 50 of those here a few years ago. Now it's down the street. This is the Haf on this side, opening palms down. When you back up, your weight's back, the hands face each other, and you bend your head. It's opening forward. The Kaf. Kaf Haf. And then the Vav I want to do is the collecting Vav, which is the syncopated one. My left hand comes up, my left heel's off, then my right heel, left heel comes down, right heel comes down. Right, left. And my elbows point up at an angle, and I let my head sink on my wrists. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a simple Vav is just down. Instead of a Cholam or a Shuruk. So let's do 10 sounds from Keter down to the being breathed in Malkhut, with this combination crossing over from one side to another for Keter and Tiferet and Yesod and Malkhut in the center column. Ka. Ba. Ba. K. Be. Ke. Be. Good. Be. Ko. Go. Kiwi. V. Ku. putting this into the nikudot for the Sefirot equivalents in this square. We're at 76 squares, so it's the 8th row, which is Hod. And if you've Hod in the 6th square over, in the Sarah meditation square is Tiferet. Tiferet's the Cholam. Hod is the Kubutz, 3 dots at an angle. So there's the whole energy of, and that's the orange color in my scarf, Hod. It's the energy, they call it often splendor and glory, empathy, having understanding another person, yielding to what is in the situation. And my sense for the nikudot is that the priority setting of Gevurah, which was yesterday's energies, are modified slightly to respond to a situation or another person. You have to talk differently with each person. That refining quality has to do with Hod. The example is often used as Aaron the high priest, modifying how he speaks to each person to make peace between people. So it's a way of making peace with ourselves, and if when we accept the reality and see the reality of a situation or the person we're speaking to each time. And the movement for that is the centering yourself, because if you're going to empathize with another, you also have to be clear who you are, who we are, who I am. So my way of centering is coming here first, and then moving to the left. The mouth is a top dot, hand across is a second dot, hand further out in a row is the ooh, making the ooh sound, and then coming back each time. And for Hod, I turn to different directions because it's the ability to see from many perspectives while keeping your center. Okay, and then we do, that is the house, so that's the first one we'll do. And the one that goes with it is Tiferet, which is the Cholam, the dot above the head's bent, and it's, oh. And here I get very much a sense, it's balance and harmony and beauty, but it's strongly, it comes from, seen from a higher perspective, and aligning yourself, with Hashem is how I think of it. So let's do the combination. We're going to do it 5 times for 5 levels of soul. I mean, mostly coming down from Yehudit down to Nefesh, but sometimes the energy of the day says go up. So it may depend on what you need that day. But I do all 5 levels, and the Nefesh is, the Shama is always in the middle. So, ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. And finally the 5th one. Ooh. Oh. Started doing the Shiruk because of when I do the whole series after who comes who in the coming down from the tree of life, which we do at the end, just before the end. So I have to stay alert to where I am present time. Sometimes that's more difficult than others. And so just notice when you make a mistake or start to do the wrong movement or something, just make note of it. It's no criticism, it's just feedback to where you are, where I am. So again, this is the house of Hod and the room of Tiferet. And then we're going to move now to the 72 holy names. And we're the 20th day of this count. And the letters are a Pei, a Hey, and a Lamed. So the Pei, I do have a Pei where you can step back like a kaf and curl like this. But I'm going to do the lifted foot one. For whatever reason, that's my preference here. And I go left heel off, right heel off. Both hands together. And then circle in and down. So it's 1, 2, 3. You lift your knee, come around. 1, 2, and the head bends. And it's to ground the foot that's a supporting foot and send roots into the ground on the supporting foot, and the balance is better. That's the Pei. The Hey, so I'm going to do a simple Hey, pointing the toe under my knee, stepping back. And the Lamed, as I've shown many times, there's many, many Lameds in the holy names. In, up, and then it turns around in terms of viewing it from the front to the Lamed. It goes from my toe, the raised foot, toe, all the way to the top. It's hard to see. Okay, let's do it facing you. Doing it 4 times, starting with the world of a Silut and coming down to the world of a Sia. Bringing the energy of this holy name into our present level of manifestation and action. Hey. Hey, and Lamed. Hey, hey, and Lamed. I usually alternate sides where I start, but I don't always do that. Again, when I don't, it's feedback to myself. But my focus is different than usual, or my body is saying, no, today do it on the other side. So, listen to your body as you do these movements, and observe what it needs. It's a dialogue really between where I'm at each moment and what the form is supposed to be. And sometimes I find actually the form changes itself, and then I look at it, oh, there's a new form for the letter. A little different than I was doing it. Is this something I want to keep or not? Is there a deeper reason that I should be doing it this way, not that way? Anyway, I have a lot of dialogue while I do the letters, and I hope you will learn to do that too. Now, the sequence I've been doing for the nikudot, for the 72 names, holy names, is to go from nefesh up to yehida, and then pause, and then come down, as if, like Moshe in the parsha this week, key to say, is to go up the mountain and come down. He goes up, I think, 3 times. And so there's a process in which we hopefully learn to move through the worlds comfortably and to pay attention to different levels of our soul at different times. And that we also learn to do simultaneously that you can sometimes fly in moments of creativity and broadness of vision and keep your feet on the ground in a very concrete sense of where you are. It's a practice. So this is just practice in going up and down with a nikudot for different levels of soul. And in this case, we're in the 3rd row, the row of Esed, because we started with Bina. Started with Chokmah, Bina. There's 9 rows here. Started with Chokmah, Bina, and now we're in Hesed. It's the purple, and I really do pay attention to what I'm wearing to remind me of what the energies are. And then Tiferet is the 4th one over from the side, because the 8 squares across on the 72 holy names start with Bina. So, Hesed is the Sigol. Tiferet is the Cholam. Oh, that's for Nefesh. Ruach. Openness, loving kindness, abundance. It's our base. Oh, our variation is the whole Tiferet. Shama. Oh. Chaya. Oh. Yehida. Oh. Pause. Coming down all 5 levels. Oh. Shama. Ruach. Oh. Nefesh. Bringing it down through the whole tree of life from Keter to Malkhut, focusing again on this whole sense of cultivating balance and harmony and alignment with Hashem's will as much as we can, while still opening up to the world of love and kindness and a yes to the world with Hesed, and withhold the refining to what actually is the situation. Keeping that alignment, trying for that alignment as we manifest who we are. God willing. Feet shoulder width apart and parallel to each other. Kubutz for Keter. Ah. Tach for Chachma. Ah. Zere for Bina. Sagol for Hesed. Shvana for Gvura. Cholam for Tiferet. Oh. Harik for Nissan. Kubutz for Holy. Ooh. Shuruk for Yesod. Ooh. Being breathed by Hashem from Malkhut. Add a couple extras. Knees are slightly bent always. Relax your shoulders. Just let yourself hang from the string from above. Be supported by the earth and from above. And so on this 20th day of Adar Aleph, may we be blessed with a sense of balance, or finding how to find our balance when we get notice that we're off balance, with a lot of loving kindness towards ourselves as well as others, and with ability to really yield to in an honest way to what is that we are present with at each moment.